Judgement Versus Discernment with Renate Moore.
What is judgment? Judgment is the way most people interpret their reality, the way we see good, bad, not good enough. For example, if your husband comes home one day after work and says he's lost his job, he's been let go, you might feel that's the worst thing that could possibly happen. You might judge that situation as bad, when in reality it might be the best thing that could happen. Opportunity could come that was shut out before because of the work. You could feel that winning the lottery would solve all your problems and that you would hold back your opportunities waiting to win the lottery. And after you've won it, you find yourself totally submerged in people's request for help, with your family's demands for help and money, where winning the lottery might not be what you thought it would. Judgment impacts your fears and changes your ability to deal positively with your energy field. What is your energy field? The energy field consists of thought forms in your egg-shaped auric field that's around your body. We are going to focus on these thought forms that are created out of the energy field. Judgment interferes with the electromagnetic energy in the auric field, so this field is less responsive to your discernment. This means that judgment impacts your ability to understand. Judgment is a block in your development. Just like polio is a block to your nervous system's ability to communicate to your muscles how to move. Judgment is like polio. The onset isn't even noticed until it's crippling. Judgment in our culture is totally supported by reinforcement from behavior modification. This means that judgment is a learned behavior pattern. If mom fears and doesn't like dogs, the chances are that you're not going to like them either. Judgment interferes with your electromagnetic field and will cause blocks in your chakra system. The chakra system is an ancient metaphysical system that refers to spinning vortex centers of energy created within us by the interpretation of consciousness and the physical body. Judgment usually starts in the second chakra, located around the navel area. The second chakra is where consciousness interfaces the central nervous system with emotions and sexual energy. Our emotions have been culturally conditioned to judge. When we put a charge on the energy or thought form by judging, we have then labeled the energy good or bad. For example, when we see someone in a wheelchair, we might think that is just a horrible thing. We put a judgment on that of bad. We have no idea what that being in the wheelchair is doing in this incarnation. Whether that being has chosen this for his highest good is between him and spirit. Judging this energy is an error. The energy is neither good nor bad. It just is. The charge engages, good or bad, and the chakras start to hold the judgment. This can be seen as a block in the energy field, and we start blocking the meridians with the judgment of the charge, good or bad. As you understand how judgment blocks the energy system, you will ask, How do I understand the thought forms without judging them? Discernment is the choice that works with understanding what energy is there before you are tempted to judge it, to put a charge on it. This is how you start to break away from judgment. Discernment. A really good point here is, how do we discern and not judge? This sounds like the same energy to some people, but it is not. Discerning the situation instead of judging it allows you to learn from the experience. For an example, if you're in a relationship and the relationship breaks apart, instead of judging this as a terrible, horrible thing that's happened to you, how will you ever recover? If you judge the situation, you will most likely remain a victim to the old patterns of behavior that kept the dysfunctional relationship in place. When we block the chakra system, we block our ability to evolve. The lower 3 chakras are a package. They deal with the human qualities. The upper 3 chakras are a package that relate to the spiritual centers. The heart chakra balances the energy between these 2 centers, the human and the spiritual. Judgment automatically impacts your consciousness, the consciousness of the chakra system. Judgment has direct correlation with your emotions, the 2nd chakra. When you judge something outside of yourself, this impacts the lower 3 chakras. When you judge something outside of yourself, you are judging something in the world. If you would judge the quality of a relationship, this would be something outside of yourself. When you are judging something inside of yourself, you impact the upper 3 chakras. When you judge yourself, this is when you impact those 3 chakras. Both judgments of energy outside of yourself and inside of yourself imbalance the heart chakra. This causes the chakras to collect unnecessary energy. So, you are either slowing the chakras down or you are spinning them too fast. Either way, you are out of balance with your energy system. Balance is the key. To be aware, to evolve, dictates that you stay within a balanced area in your energy field. Deficient energy is caused by judgment impacting the chakras. Examples of this are physical fatigue, mental dullness, emotional stress, and lack of spiritual connection. When we are inspired to do things, the energy comes from the crown chakra at the top of the head to the root chakra at the base of the spine. Inspirational thoughts, your goals and ideas, enter the crown chakra and go to the root chakra. If there is a block in the chakra system, the energy will have trouble getting through in a timely manner. Judgments block this energy system. Energy coming back up from the root chakra to the crown chakra is how we manifest our inspirations. There are many people who have ideas, wonderful inspirations, but never manifest them. Why? When we turn energy around at the root chakra to manifest, it will get stuck in the chakra that has the block. The energy has to be able to move through the system without restraint. When we use judgment, we create blocks in the system. Most often, in the second chakra, around the navel. This chakra deals with emotional issues, money issues, and sexual issues. And also in the fifth chakra, at the throat. This deals with our ability to communicate. The content of thought is very important. The quality of your thoughts are very important. Think about this. If you could manifest in 12 hours all of your thoughts, would you want to manifest your present thoughts? All of them within the next 12 hours? No. For example, if you're driving along in your car, planning where you're going, what you're doing, and you're suddenly cut off in traffic, someone cuts you off, what you start doing is projecting negative judgments on that person, wishing some harm will come to them. Is that what you want? This is why we cannot manifest that quickly, because we are not clear enough in our thoughts. Not yet. When the energy field is clear of judgments and the use of discernment in perceptions is the pattern of thought, then we can safely manifest our inspirations in 12 hours. When we judge others, we have a duplicate judgment going on. Who gets the original thought system? And who gets the copy of the judgment? The original judgment is more powerful. When you judge, you keep the original thought form in your electromagnetic field. Every judgment you have ever made is in your electromagnetic field. Every single one. When you make a judgment, you keep the original judgment and you send the copy out to the person or the situation that you have judged. If we judge everything and everyone we come in contact with, what are we doing to our energy field? Are we clearing the energy field out? Or are we keeping the energy field confused with blocks from judgment? Are we staying stuck in a dysfunctional energy field? Or are we moving forward into a more functioning field? If we judge, we stay stuck. You not only keep the original judgment, but when a person rejects the judgment that was sent to them, the judgment is sent back to the sender, reinforcing the judgment. Judgment will sink your best efforts to bring your inspiration to fruition. As you get a clear picture of judgment, your conscious connections get clear, and you have the ability to manifest your desires, your intentions, your ideas, and your goals. Purposeful intention, using discernment instead of judgment, allows your perceptions to dictate a clear energy field to blossom. Up to 85% of what you judge is inherited genetically from generation to generation. If mom didn't like it, there's a real good chance you won't like it. If dad didn't like it, it's a real good chance you won't like it. Or if we are oppositional, we don't like anything they liked. So here we go on another path of judgment. I ask you now, do you want the tribe's genetic inherited messages? Because you are owning these judgments by using them. Because the family judgments are your inheritance, you can keep them, or you can keep working with the judgments to release the charge of the judgment in your chakras. This presents healing energy to the chakras for balance and self-actualization. Self-actualization is a term that Abraham Maslow coined. It has to do with totally becoming who you are, the total being, be totally actualized. Maslow had a lot to do with integrated breath work and with the hierarchy of needs. He patterned these hierarchy of needs after the 7 chakras. You're not going to find that anywhere written. But if you study Abraham Maslow, there is no way that you can read about his hierarchy of needs and not recognize that it just absolutely follows the chakra system. Maslow says that your first chakra needs need to be met, and they are met when you have a home, clothing, food, family needs completed. Then he says you go to the second chakra, the second level of needs, which is educational. You go on to address the educational needs, and you can find yourself with a lot of judgment. Judgment in your education. Does the education system, grade school, high school, college, not encourage you to judge every single sentence you read? They want you not to discern the information, but to judge it. And then give them back what they know so you will get an A on your report card. Is that not how it works? So, you are rewarded for judging like they judge. You are rewarded for your judgments. You are behaviorally modified to judge in our culture. This is how we are taught to judge, and we are rewarded for judging in this way. We uphold the genetic inherited thought process of limitation by judging. This interferes with your ability to be who you truly are. The challenge I present to you is for you to find out who you are, and then to have the courage to express the real you.
This is the end of Side A. Please fast forward to Side B meditation.